everybody, welcome to another fish tip in Jamaica. To a great extent, I think I'm an addict when it comes down to fish keeping. However, I see where that leads me. Today I'm just showing you my Cory Catfish, and for many persons they may be wondering why is it that I have a tank that has no substrate. No, all my tanks have no substrate. They're glass bottom, right? Tanks are not all that beautiful in aesthetic nature. I mean that they don't have the pretty things in it, because this tank system is primarily for quarantine and breeding purposes. My fish stock is kept outdoors in the ponds in which I've shown you in previous videos. Today I'm just looking at my Cory Catfish, right? I've been trying to breed them for the past 2 months, being that it is December and all, and time is cool, and they like cool temperature. Each time when I identify that eggs are in it, or each time I realize that eggs were in the aquarium, these fish just continuously eat it. And that's just the emphasis for today video. Well, two emphasis. One, Cory Catfish love groups of 5. They look a little bit more happier and they thrive better. Now I had 2 sets of spawn in this aquarium, right? One was like the first one was like a trial and error, and when they actually spawn, I was so excited. I got probably about 15, right? Okay, so I got the 15 eggs, and I ended up 15 or 20, I'm not sure, but I know that the parents actually ate a couple, because I did not know that after they actually became swimming, I call it now, swimming wigglers. I never know that the Cory adults would actually chase down their fries and eat them. So after I took them out, placed them into another tank, right, and by themselves, because they are always kept by themselves. I practice as best as possible, unless I do not have space, to keep fish in their own aquarium. Now what happened is that these fish, when the Cory Catfish started to swim, that's the baby, that's the 20 odd babies, right? I placed the adults back into the aquarium, seeing, because they said they like groups of 5 and they like a lot. So they were in there swimming, and I came around here and I saw all the Cory Catfish which was in the tank actually chasing down the babies. Some of them with babies hanging out of their mouth because they were just consuming them. I eventually got about 12 or 13, right? Because I had to take them out back and take out the adults, and I got about 12 or 13 of those, right? Yeah. And what happened is that I sold a couple of those to the pet shop, right? So excited. I got Cory Catfish. I'm hearing that Cory Catfish are difficult to breed, so I sold them to the pet shop. I got some funding, and as usual, each time I do sell fish, I end up purchasing an equipment for my fish keeping hobby. So it's not like bread and butter situation for me. I use it back on the hobby. So they spawn again, and after they spawn again, they lay about some eggs got fungus, and I got probably about 12, and out of that 12 I ended up getting about I think it was about 5, right? And up to now I can't find 2 of them. I don't know what happened to them, right? But I ended up keeping some from the previous litter, should I say, spawn, and with those two placed together, I now have I now have 7 Cory Catfish in my stock. Right? It seems as if I have more males than females. The males are the one that look slender, and the females are the one that look really fat. Now, if you how I breed my Cory Catfish, right, is when the time is chilly, I would get like some ice out of the fridge to make it extra chilly. And I'd have to, like, for example, this one has a bloated tummy, right? Looks like she have a lot of eggs, right? I would like put the ice in the, yes, I would put the ice in the aquarium, right? And I would give them the privacy, meaning that I wouldn't come around the room looking at them, right? And then probably after about a couple of hours, I would come and check. Oh, I would ensure that the filter is actually clean, the material in it is washed and all that, and I replace it back, right? And then now I would leave them a little bit, and I will return at a later date to check on the glass to see if they have laid, right? Sometime when I do check on the glass, I will see like the markings. For the where the eggs were, and some of the time I might see some eggs on the floor of the tank, which indicates that they did lay, but I took too long to come around here to check on them. So after a couple minutes of laying, that is the reason why no matter how small they are, the minimum cost for a Cory Catfish in Jamaica is like about $300-400, and I mean like this size, right? Okay, so the bigger size, like the ones in which I have, will range up between $500 to $600, and they are rare. It's not a common fish that exists within the fish keeping market, should I say, within the pet shop in Jamaica, because they are time consuming to breed, and you know some people are just frustrated, they just can't bother. And it's best if you breed them indoors, because if you try to breed them outdoors, as I said before, they'll just eat the eggs. You won't even know that they lay eggs, right? So I took 4 from out of my ponds since week, because I discovered that they were eating my swordfish fry. So I took them out, and they are here in a crew by themselves, and they seem as if they're doing not well. I placed a glow tetcher in here yesterday because it had some swimming issues. So it was in this tank, right? The glow tetcher was in this tank, and it had some swimming issues. And I know that once you have swim bladder issues, what I normally get a container and put a air stone or something that oxygenate the water very close to the fish and helps to prop the fish up to the surface a little bit more, so it holds up, so it's heavily oxygenated. It works, and after a while the fish kind of get a hold of itself, and get back again. But the glow tetcher now, it sank to the bottom of the tank, and it wasn't moving, but it was alive, but it wasn't moving, right? And I was shocked seeing the largest Cory Catfish there right in front of you, right, actually nibbling, and I mean nibbling at the tail of the fish, you understand? And the fish could hardly move so as to, let's say, get out of its way, but it was like nibbling, going up. I had to actually place my hand in the aquarium and actually take out the glow tetcher and did some little things with it, and it's alive now. It's in the corner over on that side, a little by itself, but it's doing okay. Right, as I said, this is a quarantine go out breeding tank, right? So I'm going to be making a very large community tank. I think I might do it planted, and that tank now would have some import texture, efflux barb, glass texture, glass fish, sorry, and glow texture. I am not sure if I'm gonna put any of these little fish in it. I tried to breed them from the other day, but they are just giving me trouble. Alright, so that's it for fish keeping Jamaica. The tank needs to be clean. I'm gonna be doing that today. See you next time. Bye bye.